Right, so welcome, Aili, psychologist from the YOS, and you're going to talk to us about a really cool tool which originally comes from emotion coaching, and it's called or at least you've called it. We're not sure who's called it this, but we love the name, radical validation. Right, hit me, go on, tell us about it.
Yeah, so I learned about this when I went on emotion-focused family therapy training, where they look at emotion coaching, but really take it to this kind of extreme validation level, which can be really quite useful when we are talking to someone where we are a bit worried about how the conversation is going to go. Maybe we are coming from different positions. Maybe the emotion is very heightened in the room. And this can really be a tool to kind of bring down the emotional alarm system of the body a little bit. They refer to it as sort of calling the elevator down so that it's on the same level with you. And with that, hopefully it can be a useful tool to have some more deeper, meaningful conversations with people that you are meeting.
Brilliant. So, can I role play it a second with you?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, maybe tell me what you're going to do first. So, how does it play out? What does it? Yeah.
So really what we want to do is we want to validate, but not just in the maybe usual way that we say when we validate, such as, oh, I hear you, I understand you. We validate by showing that, by actually offering three pieces of proof. Depending a little bit on where the other person is at, you might need four pieces of proof, or if they are not that emotionally kind of dysregulated, maybe you'll be okay with two, but usually three pieces of evidence that you actually do understand. Um, and sometimes it can be good to also kind of match those initially to where they are at emotionally. So if they are speaking quite quickly and quite loudly, you might want to try and be kind of up there a little bit initially and then kind of calming it down so that you're matching it a little bit to where they are at energetically, so to speak. And the way that you would offer those three pieces of proof would be to say, because I understand that you're in this situation because. And what we're often tempted to do after that is to say, but, and then and then we invalidate the whole or kind of dismiss what we've just done. So after that, we may want to come in with an emotional support statement. Maybe then there is some practical solutions or decision making that needs to happen. But then we use the word and rather than but.
Wonderful. Okay, so we have three pieces of proof that are because, and then go and instead of buts. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's give it a go. So, Eiley, I am really peed off. Your service is completely crummy. My son has been waiting to get help and he hasn't had any help, and I'm at the end of my tether and I'm going to make a complaint if you don't do what I want now.
I totally appreciate that you might feel like that, because I'm aware that you've had to see lots of different people, and that must have been incredibly stressful. Things are also, I appreciate things seem kind of really, really stuck right now, and that must be really hard. And also it must be really hard for you to see your son being in this amount of pain.
Wonderful, thank you. So you just gave me three pieces of proof about why I was right to be upset. And if I may personally vouch for this, I used this with my husband this weekend when we were having a little disagreement on something. But what I loved about it was it stopped me in my tracks and actually made me listen much more deeply to him. So I stopped just waiting for him to finish his piece and so I could speak. And it really slowed me down and just made me actually listen to what he was actually saying. So I kind of love that. So you give three pieces of proof and then you add an and, not a but. Thank you so much. That's absolutely wonderful. Nice and simple.
Thank you.